Now, forewarned weather with exclusive cutting-edge technology to help keep you and your family safe.
It's that time of the year when we kind of got to prepare for a little bit of everything all in one day.
I'll take what we're having today over and over again. It is gorgeous out there right now.
I know, but it does get a little tricky because it's cool in the morning, so you have to layer up, and then in the afternoon you're sweating. If you've got a sweater on, you're regretting it, you know. So you need the layers and definitely the t-shirt on underneath so you can enjoy the more summer-like feels in the afternoon. And we are right on schedule with that as we are in the mid to upper 60s across the area with anticipation of hitting the 70s this afternoon. 67 over at Metro, 65 in Ann Arbor, 69 in Howell, and Port Huron at 68. Southerly winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour, pumping in that warmth. But I do want to point out, as you can see, some of that great color all around Belleville Lake as we're taking a live look at Belleville right now. So where do we stand with the fall foliage forecast? Well, here's a look nationally at where we are at. Pretty much peak color for the northern portion of lower Michigan. And as you get to southeast Michigan, we're at pretty high color. But 1 week from now, we are going to be at peak. So if you're trying to go out there and snap some of those photos, you have about a week to really take in the best of the color here across Metro Detroit, because then we will be past peak about a week from now. Satellite and radar showing that we are tracking a line of some showers off to the west, and that's going to impact Chicago and eventually work its way here throughout the overnight. Not as much throughout the daylight hours, but we will have a little bit of that rain starting to creep in. So hourly forecast for this afternoon, 76 for the afternoon high. We'll call it partly cloudy, but that rain really starts to develop as we get closer to about 11 o'clock. It's scattered, it's light, and a lot of that will be out of here by the time you even wake up tomorrow morning. So let's time it out for you. So we'll get a little increased cloud cover out of this low pressure system and a few breaks here and there, so it's not completely overcast. But by 11 o'clock tonight, you see a few of those scattered showers rolling across the area, and they're on the lighter side. So some of that might even fizzle out before it makes it to the surface, or at most you see some sprinkles out of it. And then by the time we get to 3 a.m., you can see not only are we drying out, but we're clearing out some of the cloud cover. So we'll end up starting the day with some clearer skies before a few more clouds roll in. Overall, Wednesday shapes up to be pretty dry with maybe just that isolated sprinkle chance, but I think that will be pretty dry. So tonight, 56 degrees. We start to turn breezy behind those showers. So we have wind gusts that could peak around 20 miles per hour. Then by tomorrow, those wind gusts pick up even more as we're tracking a dry cold front that'll sweep through. So a high of 68, but that's paired with gusts around 25 miles per hour, and you start to see the shift in the direction of the wind out of the west-northwest. So that's going to pump in some cooler air behind it. If you're heading out to the Pistons game tomorrow, it's a 7 o'clock tip-off at Little Caesars Arena. We'll be in the 50s as you're walking into LCA, maybe even the upper 40s as you're leaving. So you'll want to layer up, because if you're walking your car afterwards, it's going to be a little chilly. Now let's talk about our better chance for rain. This is going to be a little more widespread event as we head into Friday, but overall it times out well if you have some Friday night plans. So heavier rain will impact the Chicagoland area early Friday morning, and that tends to skirt south of the state line where we just get some widespread light rain Friday morning, maybe lingering into the mid-afternoon, but by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, a lot of that's east of here, and then we're dry for the evening, which is great for Friday night football. We should stay dry this weekend, but we will be cooling things off into the mid to upper 50s for your Saturday and Sunday. So if you're planning to go to the Michigan State game or do some tailgating outside of Ford Field on Sunday, just plan for it to be cooler weather, but that's more football weather, you guys.